Hey everyone, this is gonna be the only video you will need to ever watch on Google Business Profile Rankings, and this is a complete course for absolutely free. I've combined all of the stuff that's needed to rank in Map Hack, and provided that all of those stuff in this video itself. So make sure to watch this video till the very end. And just a quick shout out to gbpranker.com, a quick, easy and handy Google Business Profile Audit tool to compare what you're lacking and what your competitors are doing that's getting them ranked above you. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Hey everyone, what's up? Here's the site from ranking10x.com, and in this video I'm gonna show you how you can audit a GMB in less than 10 minutes, and this is gonna be one of the most valuable video that you would have ever seen around GMBs, and I would make sure that you feel the same. Let's get started without any further ado. Just to note that in case you're looking for an agency that could handle your SEO or marketing work, feel free to book a call with us using the link given in the description and pinned comment. Now let's directly jump into the main video. I've divided this video into mainly 6 parts. First one gonna be identify who are actually ranking, and this is the part where you will see who are your actual competitors. Second, finding the right categories, because category can make or break ranking in GMB. Third, number of reviews. Fourth, business name and website on page audit, and within that we have local schema stuff that we'll be talking about. Then we have number of photos and videos, then products and services and their descriptions. These are gonna be the stuff that we are gonna look at, and these are mainly the major stuff that actually impacts GMB ranking. Okay, obviously there are other factors as well, but these 20% of the things actually contribute 80% of the rankings. Okay, now let's directly jump into the main video. For the first step, that is identify who are actually ranking, you just have to put your main keyword on Google and you will get that. So for instance, I've searched for dentist Stoke-on-Trent. If you don't know, Stoke-on-Trent is a city in UK. We are having the result over here. So the first one is Grosvenor Dental Practice, then Together Dental Stoke-on-Trent, then Alchemy Dental Practice. Okay, then if you click on more places, you will see for the competitors. Okay, these are the competitors we are actually dealing with, and we are gonna outrank them. What you need to do is you need to open your notepad, write the name of the top 5 competitors, and one more thing, if you are searching from your own office, you might see yourself on the maps because of the proximity, but believe me, if other people are searching for that, in most of the cases, if you're not ranking in a lot area, they won't find you. Okay, what you can do is search with the city name, or you can install some teleport Chrome extension, or further you can use tools like local Falcon, localdominator.com. I have one video on my channel as well on how you can use them. So you can use those tools which will actually show you how is your ranking and who are your actual competitors. Once that's done, now we know who are our actual competitors. Okay, now the other stuff is finding their category. You can do it by 2 means. Okay, first, actually manually clicking each of them and seeing what are their primary categories and secondary categories. Now how you can do that, it's pretty simple. Just install a Chrome extension named as GMB everywhere, or second Chrome extension that is Plepper. You can install either of them. The job is kind of more or less same. Okay, so both of the Chrome extension will show you the primary and secondary categories, and that way you can actually look, for instance, hey, these 3 competitors are having these 5 categories in common, and I'm just having 2, so I'll need to add these 3 more. This is the common way. Other one that you can do is you can use a tool known as plepper.com. It's a free tool actually. It's one of the best tool that you will find in the local SEO market. So using that tool, you could easily find the right GMB category. You just have to go on tools, then go on Google Business Profile Category Helper, then put your business here, then keywords to search for, and then click on search. Now it's giving me category, then listings with these categories, then percentage of it. Okay, now I know that, hey, these categories are being used by this number of businesses, and the overall percentage as well. Now what I can do is I can select my primary category based on how much percentage it's showing, then all these secondary categories. Okay, it's actually showing you related here. Okay, now this is one of the best way I would suggest, and this is the way that I would actually suggest you to do. Okay, you can obviously do the manual thing as well, but that's gonna take for a long time, and because this is gonna show you the data, right? And data actually converts into numbers, and it actually shows you results if applied correctly. Now our third thing, that is number of Google reviews. Okay, it's pretty simple. You don't have to do anything for that. Just search for the keyword. Now you can find how many reviews your competitors are having. You just have to check yours, the total number of reviews and average rating. For instance, let's say you are having 100 reviews with 5 average rating, and this particular business that is ranking is having 170. Then another one is 425, then 503, then 326, then 110. Now you actually know that, hey, that to be in the top 3, I do need to have at least 170 reviews. Okay, that's the bare minimum. So now you know, and now you can actually focus on getting more reviews. I have one video on my channel where I have showcased you how you can get more reviews using the business QR code method that we utilize for our clients, and that's fantastic. That actually works like magic. So make sure you utilize that as well. Now once this is done, we have business name thing. Okay, and yeah, one thing that I would highly suggest you to do is to write all of these in Google Docs. This is gonna make your life a lot easier, and this way you will be documenting each of the steps. Now we have business name. The sole purpose of the business name step we're gonna talk about is to check whether our competitors are having keywords in their name. So for instance, this one is having dental practice, then this, if you see, Stoke-on-Trent, right, then another dental practice, then Liverpool Road dental practice, and stuff like that. You can see that, hey, the most common name is dental practice, right? It's not very much of a keyword thing, right? Because most of the dentistry niche, most of the dental practices are having this thing, right? If you don't have, you might think of having this. How so? If you're in the US, you'll need to apply for DBA. You already know what that is in UK, and so you might have to figure out the legal thing, because again, I won't suggest to just go and add keywords in your business name. The reason being, Google would for sure suspend you in almost most of the cases. Okay, so don't do that right away. What I would suggest you instead is to have that in your legal business name, and then you can email Google support that, hey, we have changed our business name and now we are doing this thing on our listing, whatever that is, and yeah, then wait for the reply. Okay, and yeah, why this is an important step? Because this could actually get you ranked at the top without doing any other SEO if your review count is fine and then average rating is okay, because this is actually magic. This works like wonders. Now the another one we are having is website on page audit. It's gonna be pretty quick one that I'm gonna show you, because I already have a very detailed video on page audit. If you haven't seen that, make sure to check that out, because that's one of the most valuable video that you would find on that. Now I use a tool named as SEO Minion to quickly check out the on-page SEO structure of any website. You can simply download this by searching for SEO Minion Chrome extension. There are other free Chrome extensions as well available in the market. You can check any of that, because I'm not affiliated with this tool. So this is gonna show me the title, then meta description, then we have the headings, which is the most important stuff. Okay, I've seen that this particular dental practice is having dentist and Stoke-on-Trent in their meta title, then practice name, then in the description also they're having the keyword pretty similar, then in the H1 they're having welcome to Campbell dental practice, then in the H2s they are having all the services, then stuff like that. Okay, now what you can do is you can check the top 3 competitors who are ranking on SERP. If you don't know what SERP is basically search engine ranking page, the organic ranking of the website that you see, and you can check the structure of each of them and have something in between. Okay, because see, the overall on page of this structure isn't at par, but the reason why they're ranking is because of their backlink profile. Because again, it's not that you gotta have 100% perfect on page structure. If the other off page factors are good, you will be ranking. Okay, although in the best case scenario, we don't want to spend a heck tons of thousands of dollars on backlinks, so we are gonna focus a lot on page. Okay, so this is how you do on page. One more thing that I'm gonna show you is local schema, which I focus a lot on. Okay, because I've seen a great benefit with that. So for instance, this particular website, if you see, this website is having dentist schema. Again, as I said, this is important. Then website schema. Now there are tons of schema that you can utilize. Local business schema, then website schema, organizational schema, and there are tons more. You can actually have a look at my schema video that I'm having on my channel. Okay, now how you can build this, again, I'm already having a video on that, but you can also check out free schema builder. One more tip, the schema that you get from Yoast SEO Rank Math, they are not really much valuable, because again, with schema, the thing is you gotta have better than your competitors to get an edge over them. So either you pay someone to do this for you, or you learn it yourself, but it's gonna take a bit time. Okay, once that's done, now the next one is number of photos and videos. Again, this is pretty simple. You just have to go and search for the keyword that you're looking for, and then yeah, just one more tip, that do the same on Google Maps instead. It's gonna be much easier. Okay, so for instance, I've searched one, and if you see, you can just find the total number of photos from here: 31 photos, then 2 photos, then 5 photos. So this way you can actually know the amount of photos and videos the competitors for ranking are having. Then the other stuff is product and services and the descriptions. Again, for this you would need to go on Google search rather than Google Maps. So just do that again. Yeah, so to find products and services, you just have to go to any of these GMB profiles, and once you have already installed Flipper Chrome extension, just click on this one, the Google Maps CID URL, and just click on copy link address and go to flipper.com. Okay, now you have to go to tools, then scrape Google listing services. Okay, pretty easy. Now just paste this here, click on scrape. It will take 10 seconds, give it, and now it's done. In this case, we didn't have any services of that particular GMB, but in most of the cases you would find tons of them. Okay, the same way you could do this for scrape Google listing products and tons of other stuff as well. Post, images, reviews, information. The possibility is immense, and the best thing, this is absolutely free. Okay, so utilize this, use this to rank your GMB. This was all about GMB audit video. I hope you like this. If in case you need any help, feel free to comment below. And yeah, again, if in case you're looking to hire an SEO agency that actually cares about you, feel free to book a call with us using the link given in the description and pinned comment. I'll see you on the next one. Till then, bye bye. You have hired a couple of marketing agencies or have done SEO for yourself but couldn't get yourself at the very top. I get you. In this video, I'm going to break down a real website audit. This was for an HVAC business, showing you exactly what's holding your rankings back and how to fix it. Whether it's poor local SEO, weak content, missing backlinks, I'll walk you through exact strategies that we are using in our agency that's killing it for our clients. So before I jump into the main stuff, just a quick note that if in case you're looking to hire a marketing agency or an SEO agency, feel free to book a call with us using the link given in the description and pinned comment. And yeah, that's it. Let's get into the main video. This is a business we are looking at today, the AC Guy of Tampa Bay. So we are looking at an HVAC business based out of Tampa, Florida. The main keyword is gonna be Tampa, Florida HVAC repair, and this guy is ranking pretty well for that term on the first position actually, right? So we'll be seeing what exactly is letting these guys rank on Google's first position and not these guys. These guys are also ranking on the first page, but these guys are ranking on position 2, 3, 4 and further. Let's see what these guys are doing that is helping them rank really well. I'm pretty sure you would already know that, but let me go through this again. There are mainly 3 stuff when it comes to SEO: on page, off page, technical size of thing. Technical size of thing would be taken care of already. You don't have to focus on that stuff unless you have actually played with your content management system, right? Until and unless your pages are getting indexed pretty quickly, Google's crawling it and stuff like that, it's absolutely fine. We'll be mainly focusing on the 2 stuff: on page and off page SEO sides of thing. On page contains anything that you do on your own website, from content, menu structure, whatnot. Off page is more about your third party mentions of your business on let's say on directories, Yelp, Yellow Pages, whatnot, getting backlinks from a certain third party websites to your website. Those are all off pages your stuff, right? So we'll be mainly talking about 2 stuff, as I said, on page and off page, and let's start with that. First of all, and that's the very first thing that we actually look at before we dive into the main stuff, is the meta title and meta description. Meta title and meta descriptions are the stuff that shows on Google when someone searches for whatever that term is. This is the stuff. This is the meta title. This is meta description we are talking about, right? That's the stuff. Now let's first of all see the meta title and meta description of the company which is ranking really well. If you see, these guys are having AC Guy of Tampa Bay INC, right? First thing which is helping them rank really well without putting much effort is their domain name. If you see, their domain contains Tampa, the city name. Second entity, AC. Boom. The main stuff you have already got in your domain name that's gonna help you rank pretty easily. And it's not an exact match domain, it's more of a phrase match domain which is kind of putting these guys as a branded company as well. Now looking at the description, if you see, the AC guy of Tampa Bay INC is the trusted HVAC company of Tampa, Florida. Call us for a quote on AC repair or AC installation, right? They've got their main keyword is HVAC company of Tampa, Florida in their description as well. Now they have got 18 H2s, 0 H3s and stuff like that. What I mainly look at is, if let's say I'm on page 2, page 3 or further right, then I'll see how many headings these guys are having, how they have structured their title, how they have structured their meta description. If I'm on page 1 already, then I will moreover see only the first website, not the other ones usually, right? It really depends on where you are ranking right now, and based on that you can select your competitors, because if you're on page 2, you just can't compete with the page 1 position 1 website, right? You have to compete with other websites on page 1 too, right? So that's the stuff. Then headings, right? So I'll see what's their heading air conditioning service in Tampa, Florida. This is the main stuff that we are talking about. Then how can we serve it today, air conditioning, all these services they have got. Then AC of Tampa Bay, what done? So they are having, serving the Tampa Bay. They're having the word Tampa a lot of times, and that seems to actually help them, right? If we actually compare it with, let's say, this company, their title Tampa, yes, they've got it, but if you see this, right, they've got only 4 H2s compared to 18 H2s. So the content seems to be much profound here compared to this one. Now looking at another one, right, these guys, 1H1, this doesn't contain HVAC, by the way, air conditioning repair service installation, so it's more focused towards AC. But what would you do, let's say during slow season, right? How would you promote other services, or how would you promote your furnace installation, furnace replacement, all those stuff? Not just that, but if you see expert AC service in Tampa, yep, it's solely focused on AC. This is one of the reasons why these guys are not ranking as they could be. It's pretty easy for them. If they actually change these stuff, they would be dominating it. I'm pretty sure about that. Now, same stuff, AC repair installation. These guys are also focusing on AC. So their headings, if you see, these guys have got the best possible headings compared to all these stuff, right? So this is one of the reasons why they're ranking really, really, really well, right? Now coming to their on page further, right? I just use a tool named as Page Optimizer Pro. It's by a really good guy, Kite Roof, and I'm not sure why it's happening, but yeah, if you see, right, what you can do is on this page, right, free on pages you checker, you can just come onto this page and you can see what's your score of your page on page, right? So if you actually click the URL and paste it here with a keyword, you'll see that, hey, my page is scored at 50 for HVAC repair, right? Somewhere or that. So you now know that there seems to be room for improvement. Now you can either use Page Optimizer Pro, Server SEO, or any other tools like Neuron Writer and all those tools, right? You can use any of the tools that you want to. Does that make sense? Now, after that is done, now we are looking at word count, because that is very important for me. What I'll do is I'll just copy all this stuff. I'll put that in the word count, and I'll see 786 words compared to 692 words, then further 1000, then further it's 1000, right? So we now know that the average range would be somewhere 800 to 1000 words, and if I am competing with these guys, I'll make sure I'm having at the very least 1000 words on a page. Make sense? Now coming to other part, and make sure you have got this Chrome extension installed, right? This is a free one. This is absolutely free tool. The name of it is Website SEO Checker. Now what we are looking is at content relevance, right? I've talked about entities and all those stuff enough times in my videos. Still, if you don't know what entity is, in a nutshell, it's a unique noun. For instance, Tampa, your company name, AC, air conditioning, career AC, or let's say any company, whatever is unique in its own, it is entity. So what we are looking at is content relevance for now, right? These are a few of the entities, then a few of other verbs and whatnot. So what we are looking at is what this page revolves around, right? If you see, they have got air 27 times, conditioning 24 times, and I'll try to check this with this competitor, right? If you actually see their content relevance, their main word is service, then air, then Tampa, right? So you can actually compare the content relevance of your website to the competitors and add the words which you think that you're missing right now. You can do the same stuff with 2 words, not just 2 but 3 words as well. So this is pretty amazing, right? You can exactly see what stuff is actually helping these guys to rank on Google, and you can do the same stuff for your company. Pretty damn easy. Now there's one more thing that I pretty much look at is domain name age checker, right? Domain age checker in a nutshell. So you have to just come here, see what's the domain age of these guys, right? For instance, if we have got competitors whose domain age is, let's say, 15 years, 20 years, and yours is 6 months, you're gonna have pretty hard time ranking with just on-page stuff. You have to then push further with the off-page or backlinks part. I hope that makes sense. Now, if I actually see with any other ones, right? For instance, these guys are there from 21 years, right? Still, they're not ranking a position 1. So it justifies that it's not the only ranking factor, but it is definitely a ranking factor. I've seen that a couple of times, that your domain age does matter, right? After that, I'll see how many pages these guys have got on their website. I'll just do this and I'll just see how many pages these guys are having on their website. So it's freaking a lot, and it seems that these guys are publishing blog posts and all those stuff. So further, I'll try to do that stuff as well, right? For instance, these guys are not doing this, right? But acgavtampa.com, these guys are doing that, and that might be the reason why these guys are ranking really well for some of the most competitive terms in their city. I hope that makes sense. Now, coming to another point, and that is backlinks. Here we are trying to find the backlink gap with the website which is ranking really well and the website which is ranking average, right? So what we are looking at is this. Before backlinks, I want to look at referring domains. I'll see what sort of websites are actually linking these guys. So these are a few of the big websites, and I'll just click on do follow because that's what I mainly want to look at, right? And I'll just compare it with the other website which is not really ranking well. I'll just click this and do this again. So if you see, right, these guys have got 10 domains and it seems pretty fine one, but man, these guys have got really great domain linking to them. This is another reason why they are ranking so freaking good, and I hope that makes sense. Now, coming to another part, citations. Citations is kind of listing or mention of your name, address, and phone number on any third-party website. For instance, it could be directories, it could be any third-party unstructured citations websites where your website name, address, and phone number is mentioned. Does that make sense? Now, what I'll do is I'll quickly go onto Google, check their Google business profile. For instance, let's say these guys, right? Let's quickly go through their Google business profile once. And this is more of a 360-degree approach. Here you are not trying to kind of, just check their website, but it's also for the Google business profile stuff. So I'll just click on this and I'll just do the search, or I'll just, instead of this, I'll just go on to their GMB. Let's do that. The AC guy of Tampa, they haven't linked their GMB from their website. This is a bad stuff, right? But here we go, right? So what I'll do is I'll just, no, not this, I'll just take this, I'll just search this and I'll find certain websites where these guys are listed, right? So these are a few of their citations. So I'll kind of compare the citations with my business and then my competitors who are ranking really well, and I'll see which ones I'm missing and I'll get those. You can do the same stuff with SEMrush, href.com, whatnot. Plus you can do this by using GMB Briefcase and other tools as well. It's totally on you which tool you want to use, and I hope that makes sense. Now, combined, when you actually do all these stuff, you can come up with a plan that, hey, we are missing, let's say, meta description optimization at the moment, then heading structure, then we are also missing kind of certain types of links, then we are also missing citations. And then you can come up with a plan, and then you can work on that plan and get your website ranking really well. It's that easy. And I hope you like this video. If you got any other question, feel free to comment below or just book a call with us using the link given in the description if you want us to handle your SEO. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day. Hey guys, what's up? Yash this side from ranking10x.com, and in this one I'm gonna show you how you can do on-page SEO, and I'm gonna actually show you how I do live on one of my clients' websites. So just watch this video, and I'm very sure that you will be getting a lot of golden nuggets from this one. Just a note before I jump into the main video, if in case you're looking for an SEO agency that can help you grow and that can help you scale your company, feel free to book a call with me using the link given in the description and pin comment too. Okay, now let's jump into the main video. Here so just what we'll be doing. First of all, what I do is I have an overview of the page using SEO Minion tool extension. This gives me an overview of the heading structure, H1, H2, and whatever the stuff the page has. Second, I analyze that page using Page Optimizer Pro. If you're not aware of that tool, I've mentioned this a lot on my channel. It's a tool by Kyle Roof, one of the best SEO guy on the planet Earth, I would say. Third, once I have analyzed it, I put that into action. Here's the main stuff. If in case the word count that pops pop is suggesting isn't fulfilled, I send that to writers and they get me the additional words and all the paragraph. If in case it's already satisfied, I'll just go, not me, but our on page SEO guy, that he just goes and optimizes according to Page Optimizer Pro. Now fourth stuff here, which is kind of a lot advanced, and I won't suggest this stuff to all of you guys, but rather only the guys who have been into this game from a while. Okay, the guys who have been into this for 5, 6, 7 years and those sort of stuff. If you're a newbie, I would suggest to focus a lot more on Page Optimizer Pro, because Quora SEO that I was gonna mention on step 4 is a lot complex tool, and it's not for everyone. Okay, it's a tool for the guys who know what's variation, what's LSI keywords, and all the other stuff is. Okay, you have a clear idea of what entity is, what LSI keyword, and those sort of stuff. Then only jump into the fourth stuff. Then again, as I said, in the first step I do a Quora SEO optimization, and that's how I wrap it up. Okay, now let's get into the main video and let's see how exactly I'm gonna do this. Okay, so first thing first, I'll just go on pageoptimizer.pro and quickly do a scan for that particular page. For instance, in this one we are having for this one, and we'll see how the report comes. Okay, so I've just analyzed it to save a bit time, and this is how it looks. It's suggesting me 1164 words, whereas we are already having 2523 words, so we don't need to send this stuff to our writers. It's kind of done already, so we won't be increasing any word count further. Rather, we will be focusing on re-optimizing the paragraphs and re-optimizing the meta title and those sort of stuff. Okay, now we will be doing one stuff here. We will be making sure we have optimized as per this stuff first of all. Then once this is done, we'll be actually looking into Quora report. This is how Quora report looks like. I know this might be overwhelming for a lot of you guys, that's why I said don't do this if you don't know what schema, what JSON, what entities, and what those sort of stuff is. For now, we'll be focusing on mainly the top 3, and additionally as a bonus the fourth stuff, which is a very advanced stuff. A lot of guys, you won't be hearing this from mostly any SEO, because this is hidden in our industry. Okay, so now let's actually check it. Let's actually analyze it. Okay, so I'm using AI Writer a lot these days because I have just connected GPT-4 to Pop AI Writer, and it's actually helping me a lot. So what we'll be doing is kind of generating the title and those sort of stuff. Let me show you what our current title is, and then you can see what we are changing to. Okay, so this is our current title. Then it's in stroke on trend, private and cosmetic, and our title, this is dental clinic name, that is in stroke on trend. Makes sense? Now what we will be doing is we'll be changing the meta title and H1 because Pop is suggesting us to do so. Okay, now I've changed the stuff already. I'll just change this to dentist in stroke on trend, then the name of the dental clinic. Further, I have changed this stuff, top rated dentist in stroke on trend. This is our H1. Now this is the stuff that we did. Once that is done, we'll be moving further. Okay, now let's click on next. Now we have H2, H3s. Our H2s and H3s aren't the best at the moment, if you see, so we'll be kind of changing those a bit. Okay, we'll be kind of changing those and we'll be optimizing them. So once we'll be clicking on generate. Just a note, Pop AI isn't always the best option for you. I do use Claude.ai. If you're not aware of that, check one of my videos. I guess I have discussed how I generate content. By that, it's fantastic tool, and it understands and it gives output much better than ChatGPT does. Okay, so we'll wait till Pop AI has generated our H2 and H3 subheadings. Yep, so Pop has suggested this to us, but to be honest, it's not the best. We will be actually removing this. We won't be using that. Let's quickly delete this one. Yes, welcome to Premier Dental Services in stroke on trend. Maybe let's check it out. Let's check this if it's worth it. As of now, what we are having on our page, this stuff here, then a bit of introduction, only patients. We can get this stuff here for sure, or our services and those sort of stuff. We can certainly change this, or further we can again re-optimize the stuff for the existing paragraphs. Pretty easy for us. Let's copy this for now, and let's put an H2 here. Yep, so we'll be quickly making and changing the font of this. Let's see what's the name of the font. It's outfit. Okay, outfit font, outfit. Yep, and make this as an H2. Great. Let's see how it's looking. Pretty good. We can tweak font size a bit. Should be fine. Yep, done. Now let's click on next. Okay, so here's the thing. You get two options for main content. I want to supply AI with my main content to rewrite it. This is what we want. Then I want the AI to generate new original content as my main part, or as my main content. So if you see, we have got pretty good stuff here already. What we can further get that can accumulate all of our keywords and entities and those stuff is FAQs, and that's what we will be having. Let's first of all see if we can optimize main paragraph. I won't do this. I would rather click on generate main content. We need to do a bit different stuff here. Sorry. I actually clicked on generate for the headings that they provided, although we want to generate only for our FAQs. Okay, let's quickly do that. There's projects, Kids Grove. So let's quickly click on this and open AI Writer. If you see, we are already at 48.1. That's a pretty good sign. Now what we want to do is I'll just click on place select the tag and I'll put this H2 frequently asked questions. I'll just add this and I will remove this for now. Yes, and I will click on subheadings. Yeah, I want the writer. Nope. Next. Okay, then generate main content. Now Pop AI would be generating the content for our FAQs. Okay, that's what we wanted, right? That's what we wanted. And let's quickly check this stuff. Current word count. That's a different stuff because we have already done that. It's just showcasing the word count for the outline, whereas it's not like that. We'll be rather checking the actual score or so via the report instead of AI Writer. And just don't get obsessed with score of any SEO optimization tool, because over optimization isn't the best tool. So you want something balanced, somewhere around 80 to 85, 90, somewhere around that is perfectly fine. And that's what I usually prefer. I don't go and say my writers to actually do it do 100 score or so. I just say try making it best, try making it somewhere around 80, 85 or 90. That's usually the best, and that helps us rank. So it's taking a bit time, just give it a bit. It's done. So whether you're looking for a routine, nope, it's not how we want it. It has given us pretty vague stuff, but here you go. If you see this stuff is rich content results FAQs, we can just click on generate here. Use AI to generate question, click on generate. We'll be regenerating the FAQs because the previous one was just vague. We cannot use that on our page. We'll need to wait a bit again, and here you go. Okay, this one is really good. So what we'll be doing is we'll be adding this stuff on our page. Yeah, we'll need to add this here at the very end of the website. So we'll be adding this stuff here. We can just get this from template block, and then let's see if we are having any frequently asked questions FAQs. So we are having that, and I'll just get this. I'm not gonna recreate this stuff. Okay, let's not do that way. I'll just quickly copy few stuff. For instance, this here, I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Paste frequently asked questions, or better FAQs about our dental clinic. Make sense? And I'll just put this middle element. Make sense? Further we'll need to kind of change this to, let's say, 20. Should be good. And yeah, for all of the guys who are thinking why you're just showing me web designing and those sort of stuff, because this is important when you're doing on pages. You do need to tweak a bit of design and all the stuff, because you cannot just let it be as is, because it would just kill your design, kill your conversion rate. Make sense? Now let's get to our main point. Once this is done, I'll just go here. I'll put all the stuff in the accordion. I'll see you once I've added all the stuff. So I've pasted it all, and we'll be quickly doing some sort of color change and those sort of stuff. Just a thing before that, I'll be making this as an H3 because I do want the entities and those stuff in my headings too. Okay, once that is done, I'll be quickly changing the color to my main thing that's actually same or similar to my brand name. Okay, we can make this of this one. Let's quickly copy this, and I'll just make the title of that color. It's done. Active color. Nope, it looks very weird to me, so I'll just make this something like this, or maybe more of this. Yeah, this is done. Typography, we are not using Roboto on our page, so what we are using, outfit, and I'll be making the typography to outfit. And it's just a thing for the guys who don't know what tool I'm using, or what page builder I'm using. It's Elementor. Okay, pretty easy tool to use, nothing fancy. So let's quickly change this one to outfit. Done. Now, so this is done. Now we'll be just clicking on update. Click on update, and everything looks fine. Let's quickly check our optimization score now. Okay, I'll click on optimization score and I'll rerun this thing. So I'll just quickly do this and we'll see what's our score now. It's done again. Let's quickly open this report and let's see if we are still having any sort of stuff that could be improved. Okay, this thing can be included for sure. Other than that, let's see. If you saw, we went from 38 or something to 71, right? It's pretty good. Okay, once this is done, I will be quickly doing another stuff, probably by Claude.ai. I will be including a few of the stuff on my page too. Okay, I'm not sure if it's fully updated, probably not, because I have included NHS patients and those stuff on my page, but it's not showcasing that. So probably a matter of waiting, or we'll need to wait a bit, but it's fine. Okay, so for the guys who are wondering what the heck am I doing, so we are using Claude.ai. I mentioned this previously as well. What are we doing? We are changing our introductory page, this one. Okay, currently this is how it's looking, and what we are looking at is to check if this is any better. Yep, this one is much better, so we'll be kind of just changing this. Now that's done, so let's quickly update this. Yeah, so most of the part of our on page process is done. Now if you remember, I said one thing, that we in our agency we also use Cora SEO software. I mentioned that it's freaking complicated, it's very complex, it's not for everyone, but still, if you guys are watching until this time, I'm sure you're interested in that as well. So for the guys who don't know about Cora, just search Cora SEO software and you will get that. Okay, and I've just done a Cora report, and this is how it's looking. So we got this roadmap and we want to change it. Okay, if you see, we got SEO tuning roadmap, and we'll be optimizing the page further based upon these stuff. Okay, and the highlighted ones are kind of the easy things to pick and change, and gets you the best result. So variation dental in meta description, I'll be checking if you're having that. If not, I'll be making some changes. Let's see, dental, we want dental here. We don't have that, so let's get that. Got that. Then variation in our H5 tags, we are not having H5 at the moment, I guess. Let's see, H2 treatments, H2. Further, I'll be changing a few stuff here. Not all the stuff needs to be in H2, they can be H3. For instance, where it is inquired today, that could be H3, or even H4. I'll just increase the font size. Done. Now what's the another one? The name of the doctor, we'll be making this an H3. Let's see if we are getting an option to do that. I'm not sure about that. Let's see, name, probably not. Yeah, so we'll be leaving it as is. Then H3 navigation time, everything looks perfect other than that. Okay, now once that's done, let's open this again. I'll be just ignoring, because we are not having any H5, and I don't wanna have, because we are already having the variations in our H3s. Now leading variation in H4 tags, add 4 more variations, but again we are not having any sort of H4s on our page. Leave that. Leading variation title tag, dental stroke, or that sort of stuff. Dentist leading variation. If you're not able to look, these are the which this particular report is referring to as variations. So leading variations in title tag, dental, we want dental in our title tag. Now we are already having that, we don't need to add that further, because again we actually optimize a lot of stuff right now. That's done. Entities in each 4 tags, nope. Variations, leading variations, entities in meta description tag. Let's see what's the entities here. These are the stuff. Okay, entities. Let's see meta description, and I know this video is being a bit lengthier, but again most of the part is already done. If you just wanna get more from this video, watch this. If not, if you are already overwhelmed with the information and those sort of stuff, just quit this and get to the action and implement the stuff that I mentioned on your website. In the meantime, let's do this. Let's check this. Meta description could be a lot better. We can change this for sure. Let's quickly check this. Choose a category, SEO, on page optimization, meta title and description, your keywords, and in the keyword section we are gonna put roadmap. We'll just copy this and we'll put this execute. Okay, we'll just execute this. And for the guys who don't know what this is a prompt that we are using for Claude.ai. Okay, let's see if we are able to get the best of. Wait a bit. I guess we did a bit wrong stuff here, but again, nothing to worry. We can just copy this one. Let's actually compare this first, and then we'll be actually pasting this. Okay, nope, I guess the previous one's better. Let's leave this for now. Other than that, we have a lot of other stuff as well. Content variation density in top 30 kb, which means we're gonna have this in at the top, and we can certainly have that. We can have that here or here. We are already having that. So I'll create a different video for for this report and about core SEO, because it will get a lot overwhelming for a lot of you guys, because I will need to discuss this tool for at least 50 to 60 minutes, because this is a very vast tool. Okay, and I cannot explain it all in just one video. So we'll be going a lot more deeper into another video. If I get enough responses, just comment below core SEO software, and I'll know that you guys want a video on that. So this was all about on page SEO and how I do this. I hope you like the video. I showed you almost all the stuff what I could, but again, if in case you don't want to do it yourself, you want to hire someone to do that, my team can handle that. Just book a call with me and I'll be able to arrange that for you. Till then, bye bye. I will see you on the next one. Hey guys, what's up? Here's Sal from ranking10x.com, and in this video I'm going to discuss about Topical Maps, what it is, how you can create it, and what sort of results you can expect by doing so. Okay, recently Web20 Ranker came out with an experiment on this, and this is a result of Topical Map, and actually building content around the Topical Map. This is something that you can expect too if you are doing this in a good manner. Again, implementing all the stuff that's mentioned in the video, and other than that, your website is kind of a bit aged. It's not completely new. Okay, I'm just assuming that. Okay, so now let's directly jump into the main topic and see how you can create a Topical Map without actually spending 10 hours or maybe 15 hours or so. So again, as any other work, there are two ways to create a Topical Map, either manually or using any AI tools. Okay, so we'll be doing using AI tools, because again, in this video we are focusing mainly for local SEO, and local SERP or local search is kind of a bit easier compared to national SEO, so you don't really need to do a lot of stuff when it comes to Topical Map and building topical authority. You can use AI tools like Claude.ai or ChatGPT and create one, and then you can build content around that. Okay, so my preference is always Claude.ai, because I find the output of Claude much better compared to ChatGPT, so I would suggest this tool. This is a free tool, but again, if you want, you can use the same prompt on ChatGPT too. Okay, this is a prompt that we are using. I'll just paste this in the description so that you can use this. If you see, this is a pretty descriptive font, right? This ain't a very thin one. Okay, so we start with please create a Topical Map for, again, in this bracket we'll be adding the keyword. Again, here's the thing. So for instance, let's say you're a plumber. You don't need to put plumber here. Create or think of subtopics within your niche. Let's say you're a chiropractor. You have got a lot of stuff, right? Neck pain, then back pain and those sort of stuff. You're a plumber. You have got drain cleaning and other sort of stuff. What I would suggest is kind of within your notepad, your iPad, whatever you want to use, have your primary category or primary service at the top. Let's say plumbing, then write all the other subcategories down. Drain cleaning, pipe maintenance, and any other services that you're providing. Okay, now one by one we'll be focusing on each of those subcategories. We'll be building Topical Maps around that, and then once a particular Topical Map or topical content creation is done, we'll be moving on to the other one. Make sense? For instance, if we start with drain cleaning, again, this stuff would be same for any other subcategory too. You would just need to replicate this step. Okay, so we'll start by putting this thing in Claude.ai or ChatGPT, again, whatever you want to use. If you read this, we have written, please create a Topical Map for this thing. Visualize the Topical Map in a table format and we are having around, I guess, 6 or 7 steps. Yeah, 6 steps. So this is a pretty detailed prompt, and here's the result. Okay, it has given us 2 drain cleaning methods, again 5 methods within this, then drain cleaning tools, then common drain cleaning issues, then preventive measures, then professional drain cleaning services, then tables of nouns, and then their linked topics. Okay, the main stuff here. Let me tell you the main thing that I want to discuss. Few of the stuff might seem irrelevant to you. For instance, a professional drain cleaning services. This is definitely something that you would have on your website already. This isn't gonna be a blog post. Okay, this is gonna be a page. This is gonna be some sort of service page. I'm assuming that you would already have these sort of pages. If not, surely get these, because this is something that should be already there on your website. But when we are talking about topical authority, as of now, we want to discuss mainly about the informative topics rather than commercial ones, because most of us will be having commercial pages already. Be it any niche, you would find 2 main stuff. Okay, you will find 2 main, or I would say 3. Issues, preventive measures, then methods. These 3 things are really helpful, and you can certainly write, or you can certainly use AI, depending upon what sort of AI you're using, to write content around that. We'll be using common drain issues for now. Claude has suggested to write on this, clogged kitchen sinks. So what we'll be doing is we'll be just searching this on Google to know what exact stuff people are searching based on what's the meta title of our competitors, okay, or similar businesses. How to unclog a kitchen sink is what everyone is searching actually. Okay, so I'll be using the journalist.ai. Okay, just before I show you the tool and all, just make sure one thing. This stuff that you're seeing, this isn't a topical map. This is the pre-step before a topical map. This needs to be visualized. Okay, you can either use tools like Google Sheet or any other mind mapping tool if you want. If you want to simplify this. Okay, but the sole reason why I'm not showing this is because I have already showed all the stuff that you need to know. You just need to copy and paste this stuff. It's very simple. You can just go on to Google Sheets and you can just paste this, then all these 5 stuff as a sub menu and those sort of stuff. This is crazy simple. Okay, I don't need to tell you about this. You can use any mind map tool. You can use Google Sheets, Google Docs, whatever you want to use. Okay, once we have searched this particular term, we know what people are searching, so we'll be copying this and we'll be going into journalist.ai. Again, I'll put the link of it in the description, and the sole reason why I'm using journalist and not ChatGPT, not Claude, not any other AI writing tool is because this gives you much better output than any other ones. Okay, let me show you how. None other tool will give you images. It's gonna give you, and it's AI images, so you don't really have to worry about watermark and all the other legal actions too. Okay, then the main stuff. Okay, the main stuff, if you see, it also embeds a YouTube video that's related to your topic, and if you are aware of this, YouTube videos help you rank on that particular keyword. So this is crazy simple stuff, yet none other AI tool are doing this. Again, FAQ sections here. So this is really, really good. There's one feature that I really like about this particular tool. Let me show you that. You would just need to click on generate articles, then put the title here, for instance, how to unclog a kitchen sink. Then you have content. Okay, you can select target country, or language, and then tone of voice, point of view. I like to have it as first personal, either plural or first personal person singular. So then that's done. I can have any custom instruction if I want. If I want this tool to have a very short paragraph or those sort of stuff. Then we have knowledge, or you can just click on connect to web and don't connect, so that this actually pulls the information directly from the current SERP or search. Okay, then formatting, bold, italics, tables, or quotes, and those sort of stuff. Then structures. Okay, you can put your website over here, and this will give call to action. This is something that none other tool will give you. And being a local business owner, you would want that. You just don't want to have an article on your website for the sake of topical authority and those sort of stuff, but you want those visitors to also convert into a paying customer, right? So this is a fantastic stuff. None other tool will actually give this. Okay, this is done. Then internal linking. This is again a really good stuff that you won't find in any other tool. You can add a sitemap of your website, okay, and what it will do is it will create relevant internal links towards any of the blog posts, pages, and those sort of stuff, within this. Then external linking, this is pretty optional. I don't like to have this. Then click on generate article, and it will provide articles, something like what I just showed you. One stuff that I want to mention, you cannot just have this particular post, copy this and paste this onto your website. You don't want that. The sole reason, this is a great tool, this is a great article, but again, you would want to edit a bit. What exact stuff you want to edit is when you create a topical map, you are creating, if you remember, I said you would need to create a topical map for each of those subcategories or subtopics, right? Now we'll be going onto our own website, copying the link of drain drain cleaning page, drain cleaning service page. We want to copy that, and let's say we build we build 10 content around drain cleaning subcategory or subtopic. We'll be linking to the drain cleaning service pages from all these 10 topic pages or top 10 topic blog posts. Make sense? This is what's gonna help your service pages also rank a lot better. Make sense? It's kind of easy. You would just need to go on to the tool and click on create revision, and this will give you an option to edit this. Okay, now you can just go on any of the stuff and click on hyperlink, then put the URL and click on OK. Now you can just kind of either select send to integration. This can just directly pull onto your own website, or you can just copy this thing from here, and you can paste this on your CMS. Whether it's WordPress, whether it's any other in any other platform, you can just put this particular thing there. Okay, it's kind of pretty fine stuff and pretty simple stuff. Just one thing, just before you are you are actually directly pasting this, just have a look at each of the stuff and link to your home pages from all these call to actions. In most of the cases, tool will already do this if you have enabled the option that I mentioned previously. If any chances are left, the tool might not do, So just copy this, again, hyperlink, and link to the relevant page. It's as simple as that. Make sense? So this was it, about topical mapping and how you can create content using this tool. And I'll put the link to this tool in the description and pin comment too, so you can check this out. This is a fucking amazing tool. Okay, so that was all. I hope you liked the video. Let me know how it was, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Bye-bye. Very good morning, everyone. In this video, I'll be going over on exactly how to reverse engineer your competitors in SEO. So by reverse engineering your competitors, you can exactly know why their website is ranking and why your website isn't ranking. And by doing all of these things that I will be saying and I will be mentioning in this video, you can exactly outrank your competitors. So let's dive in. So let's directly dive in without any further ado. So in a nutshell, we will be looking into 4 main things. First, site structure. Second, keywords. Third, content and on-page. Fourth, link profile. So let's start with site structure. The very first thing we want to check out on a site is how many pages and posts are there. So for this video, I am actually taking this example and I'm actually searching. I have searched Dennis Nottingham. Okay. So I'll just click on this as this particular web page is ranking on the top. And what I'm going to do is just click up here and put /sitemap.xml. And this will give me the sitemap of this particular website. Okay. So now open the post and page sitemap. The reason why we are actually seeing the post sitemap is posts influence topical authority of a website. Similar could be the situation with pages if it's focused on providing information. Although in this case, it seems that website has only pages related to their clinic and services they are offering. Now I'll copy all the pages they are having in a Google Sheet so I can do research later. Okay. So just to let you know that if the website that you're actually researching is having a lot of posts, you have to copy the post as well. So for this video, I have already pasted all of the information up here. I have four sheets within a Google Sheet up here, if you could see. First is site structure, second keyword, third content and on page, fourth link profile. So I've already pasted it, and it's what you have to do is you have to exactly copy this structure on your website or on your client's website. Okay, copy all the service pages there, all the service pages that you see up here, and just a note, only if your client also provide all of those services. Okay, so and also copy all these extra pages like our clinic, then feedback, contact page, privacy policy, and something like that. So I remember one thing, that you will have to do this with another site, because then only it will give us a broad view. Okay, now let's jump into our another point, that is keywords. I know you might ask me, Yash, why are you checking keywords before the on-page or content of the website? The reason is because before I check the on-page of a particular website, I want to see which of these pages are actually getting traffic. This will help us create a keyword sheet with the primary keyword and then LSI keywords. Okay, if you don't really know what LSI keywords are search terms related to the main keyword you are targeting. They help to support your content and add more context and relevancy to the page. Now, I'm using Ahrefs for this one, but you could use other tools like Mongoose Keyword Research or even Google Keyword Planner. So we'll put the URL of this particular website in the site explorer of the Ahrefs. Okay, just click here. As I have already done this, I'm not gonna repeat this. So just click here on organic keywords, and you will get a lot of data here. Okay, so the prime goal of doing this is actually seeing which of the page of this particular website is getting most traffic. Okay, and in this one it's homepage, and obviously it's that keyword that is giving this page most of the traffic is dentist Nottingham or dentist in Nottingham and something like that. Okay, so now our very next thing is checking the content and on page. Also make sure you are exporting this and pasting this in your Google Sheet up here. Okay, so now what we are gonna do is we are gonna check the content and on page. I'm using SEO extension Pro to have a look at the page structure. You can download it from Google, and it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Okay, so what we are mainly checking is URL structure of the website, H1, H2, H3, and schema. So the very first thing we are gonna do is see how they have structured their H1, and this will give us a rough idea how they have structured their website. So in this particular situation, they have 5 H1s. That's huge. I definitely don't suggest that, because it ultimately confuses Google about what this particular website is on. Okay, now just click on headings. Now as I said, click on headings up here, and it will show us all the H1 and H2 this particular website is using. So it's using Own Your Confidence with implants, get set to smile with Invisalign. Again, Own Your Confidence with implants, get set to smile with Invisalign. If the owner of this particular website is saying this, brother, make sure to correct this. Okay, although your website is performing pretty good, but still I would suggest to correct this one. Okay, so just click on export headings and just paste it in your Google Sheet that I said. Okay, it will help us a lot in on-page optimization and also while sending the outline to our writer. Now let's see what schema this page is having. You could do by clicking up here, and this particular website is using web page and breadcrumb list schema. As I thought, this particular website isn't using local business or dentist schema, which you could definitely use to provide Google extra information and get an edge over your competitors. Okay, now we'll see the link building profile of this particular website. I know many of you would have heard of that, heard that links doesn't really matter, but those are BS statements. I'm actually saying that links carries more power in 2023 than it used to. Okay, so now again for this, I'm gonna use Ahrefs. I'm just gonna click here, and just click again on overview. So now I'll click on referring domains, because those are the websites who are linking to this particular web page. Okay, so I'll click link type do follow here, because do follow are the links that actually move the needle. Okay, so now these are the website. Now this is the work which will come at the last. Once we have published the page on our site, then only this would be useful. Okay, so what I'm actually checking it is their anchor text and the sites from where the page has got the link. Check how many Web 2.0 links this site has, how many directory links the site has, and how many niche edit and guest post link the site has. You can't really know if the link is coming from a guest post or niche edit, so just ignore that, but focus on majorly 2 things. Okay, first, Web 2.0. The very second thing is directory link. So Here is a directory link. Here is an Web 2.0 link, another Web 2.0 link, another Web 2.0 link, another cloud link. Okay, so by seeing this, I can surely say that 60% of the link that is coming to this particular website is coming from a Web 2.0 link. And this is a you could show the result of this website to someone who says that Web 2.0 links doesn't really move the needle. Okay, it really does if if your competitors are not focusing on link building. Okay, so I'll then again export this, and you can also filter by clicking and adding some words in it, like industry or the directory. Here what it will do is it will show all the directory links only, and in some cases it might have some of the niche site links, but you could just you have to actually you have to actually go through all of them, and you have to actually check one by one. Okay, now paste this again in a Google Sheet, and boom, you have all the information you need to rank. First thing is you have all the you have the site structure that particular website is using. The very first thing, copy all the pages and imitate them on your client's website. The very second thing we have is keywords, and what you have to actually do is you have to use these keywords while building your web page. Okay, and you have to ask your writer to include these particular primary keyword, LSI keywords in that particular web page. Okay, the very third thing is content and on page. Again, this is gonna be a very important thing, that you are actually gonna give this information to a writer, or if you are writing it through any AI writer as well, they have some you have to actually give the AI writer some kind of prompt saying this, you must include these keywords. So it's gonna do the work. Okay, the very fourth thing is link profile. Again, once your web page is live, start building links. You could also hire someone to do all of this, but again, it's upon you. So yeah, this was all about reverse engineering competitors for local SEO. I hope you liked the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will be happy to help you. Till then, bye bye. Hey guys, what's up? Here's the site from ranking10x.com, and in this video I'm gonna go over and discuss about 6+ local SEO tools that we are using in our agency, and that's helping us and our clients grow and actually rank in Google Map Pack and also Google search. So without any further ado, let's directly jump into the main topic. Just note that if in case you're looking for an SEO agency that can actually help you grow and scale, feel free to book a call with me using the link given in the description and pinned comment. Now let's jump into the main topic. The first and foremost tool is Pepper Local SEO tool. This is crazy helpful tool. Okay, I would want all of you to actually have this. This is absolutely free tool, and I guess half of the tools that I'm gonna mention in the video is gonna be free, and other 2 or 3 tools will be paid. Don't just look for only free tools. Paid ones are gonna be really good for you as well, and actually invest something in your business. That's the only way you would be able to get the ROI and the money that you want. Okay, this tool is pretty great. This is again absolutely free tool. I'll just put the link of it in the description too. You can just check that out. Now what this does is, if you search any business on Google Maps, you would see something like a box added in the right side. This is what Pepper is adding. So if you see the business name, then whether it's verified or not, then all the categories listed, then place ID, CID, business profile ID. If you don't know what CID is, it's kind of a unique ID number that's given to each of the businesses actually verified on Google My Business. Then address, then phone number, then website. Again, you would see exact URL that's added to the website, not just the domain name, rather the exact URL. Again, you can click on any of these and that will redirect to that particular page and will show the relevant data. For instance, this one which will show the page speed insights. This one will show Google mobile friendly test. This one is of structured data test or schema sort of test. Then this one would be kind of website analysis. Then this one would be SEMrush website analysis, and then whois information. Then you have got reviews number here, then rate, overall rating, then coordinates. This is pretty useful when you do local SEO. Then KGID, again somewhat really helpful if you know how to use this. Then attributes, you can just click on show attributes and this will show kind of service options. You can just actually do this for your business as well. You can just go on your edit profile section, and you will see service options, and you can just tick or untick whatever service options you want to show. Okay, then you have got Google CID URL, then Google Maps link, then Google Pro List results, then Google write a review link, then Bing, and tons of other stuff. Now another great stuff here, okay, ranking fluctuations detected. Okay, what it does is it kind of analyzes the recent ranking of this business and would rate whether this business is seeing a bit of movements, be it negative or positive. If it's seeing it, and then it will rate that particular fluctuation result of that business. Okay, for instance, if a business is actually seeing very negative effect, it might show some results, something like 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, something along that line. Make sense? Now our other one is GMB Everywhere. This is again a great tool. Okay, what it does is again show you categories and all, and then also does GMB or GBP audit. Let me show you that. Now if you see the categories that you're seeing, and this section, 5 of the buttons that you're seeing, this is actually given or provided by GMB Everywhere tool. Okay, again, this is a free tool. They are also having a paid plan if you want to go, but for most of the businesses, unless you are having 50 or even 30 plus clients, you won't need paid plan. Okay, so it would show you GMB categories, then you can do a basic audit, then review audit, teleport, post audit. With teleport, it would just teleport you to the exact location or the coordinates of this particular business. But the most important one is basic audit. Okay, this one is the most important. You can just go and you would need to either log in or sign up with this tool, and then you would have the relevant option. Let me show you. I'm not sure if it would work as of now. Yeah, it's working pretty good. Okay, now you have got the business status, latitude, longitude, categories, CID number, place ID, business profile ID, review list display link, review request link, knowledge panel ID, question and answers URL, services, fucking a lot of stuff. Okay, you have got a lot of stuff, and you can just click on any of the URL, and that will show you all the relevant information. This is really good stuff. Then you can also click on website audit links, any of the ones that you want to see. Pretty good one. Okay, now the other one, again, as I said, it's free as well as it's paid. Okay, you can opt for paid plan if you think you are having a mass number of GMB profiles, probably more than 10. You can opt for a paid one, but if you are not having those amount of GMB with you, the free one should be fine. The next one is SEO Minion. This is really helpful tool. What it does is it kind of gives you a gist or summary of the on-page SEO of a particular web page. Okay, let me show you that. Just a second, and yeah, here it is. So I've got onto this particular page and just click on the SEO Minion extension, and it's showing me all the relevant information. Now, for doing a quick on-page audit, this is something that's really helpful. We do this for all of our clients and all of our prospects as well. So you can check the URL, total number of words, characters on that particular page, then title, then description, then canonical URL, then meta robots, whether it's indexed, it's indexed or not, or whether the meta robot is allowing it along this page to be indexed or not. Then headings. This is the main stuff, right? Then you have got type all the heading H1, H2, H3. You can just have a look at them quickly, and then you can decide whether it's on page optimized or not. It's pretty easy. Okay. Then you have got the open graph section here. Then Twitter graph and a lot of stuff. Other than that, you have also got broken links. You can just click on check broken links, and it will show all the valid, non-valid, all the broken and those sort of links. Other than that, you have SERP preview. You can just preview SERP by searching the query and all. Then you have SERP location changer. Checker. This is again a very important and very helpful stuff. You would just need to You will just need to kind of check where it is. Okay, now you have got the stuff here. Other than that, now let's move on to the other tool that we use a lot. Okay, so this one is Page Optimizer Pro. This is how it looks when you optimize a page using Page Optimizer Pro. This is a paid tool. You can just go on Google and search for Page Optimizer.pro, and if you can just quickly check what's the pricing. I guess it's 60 euro also. Yep, 60 bucks. So it starts from 34 bucks a month. Then you have 47, then 61. So this is pretty good tool again, to do the on page and all the stuff. This is how it will look when you do on page audit of a page. You've got a lot of stuff, all the subheadings, headings, entities, and a lot of stuff actually. It will show you what's the target, what count of this page, page sections, page structure, Google NLP, EEAT signals, schema, LSI and variations, custom strategy, advanced analysis, a lot of stuff. Okay, now after this one, we have got a free tool. That's validator.schema.org. Okay, so the thing is, this might not be helpful for the people who are not utilizing schema. Before I jump into and before I discuss about how it works and all, let me explain what schema is. Schema is basically some sort of quotes and all that you add to your page to help Google understand about that particular page in a better manner. Okay, so for instance, you can just go on validator.schema.org and you can just click on new test, and you can put your URL here and just click on run test. What it will do is it will quickly check whether you are having schema or not, and if yes, it will quickly show you what schema you are having. Okay, all the stuff. Make sense? And it actually kind of gives me a data whether that particular business is actually having a good schema or just kind of a written schema that most of the people or most of the prospects are having. Okay, so then we have got then we know that we need to improve on this stuff. Okay, now other than that, the last tool, I guess, second last actually, GS Location Changer. Again, this is a free tool. Okay, what it will do is it will actually give you an option to get on the location virtually or get on the coordinates that you want. Okay, for instance, if I've got a client in Queens, New York, okay, and if I'm located in London, okay, so I would need to preview the Google Map pack, and I would need to preview the SERP and Google search of that particular location. I cannot just search for jeweler NYC, because even though it will show me most of the relevant businesses in NYC, it won't show me all the businesses. It won't be actually location centric. You getting my point? That's the reason we wanna have our IP or our location situated or virtually located in that particular place where we want to search. It's pretty simple tool. You can just click on that. You can put the location, kind of geolocation. This is gonna be about the country, US, UK, whatever you wanna put here, then language, then location. Very easy and very handy tool. Then at the very end, we have got this one. This is UpTools, or up schema by UpTools. This tool helps you build a really good schema without knowing the code. You can just on up schema, and you would be able to write all the schema. And when I say all the schema, I do mean pretty advanced schema. I don't really mean the ones that you can just add or that you can just create via Yoast SEO rank math, all those crazy thin schema. I don't mean that. Okay, you can just go here, click on add new, what sort of schema you want to create. For instance, if I want to create local business schema, I can just click on that, or whether if I want to create a custom schema, that's working in this tool as well. Then I can fill all the information here. I don't need to know the codes and all, and I don't need to actually code to get a really good schema. I can just pull and put the information here, and then I can just copy that. I can put that code on my web page. As simple as that. So this was all about this particular video. Again, this is actually a paid tool. If you want to actually buy that, just go on the link given in the description. I will put all the relevant tools information and links in the description. Okay, this was all again just notifying you if you're looking for an SEO agency or if you're looking for some sort of link building services. Feel free to go to ranking10x.com or just book a call with me using the link given in the description and pinned comment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey everyone, what's up? Here's the site from SEO Unleashed with Yash, and in this video I'm going to share with you a great location or homepage structure that we have been using on all of our clients, and this is actually working really well. Okay, so this is the document that I have prepared for you guys, and if you want this, feel free to comment down anything. This will help me get some interactions as well. Okay, and just a thing, in case you are a business owner looking to grow your business, feel free to book a call with me using the link given in the comment section and pinned comment as well. Now let's get into the main video. If you check this is what we have got. Now let me brief you about each of the headers and any additional information we have. So first of all, we have the keyword and the company name as an H1. Okay, so in this case I have taken example of roofing company, so just tweak it a bit according to whatever service you're providing, whatever industry you're in. Okay, so we have best roofer, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then we have the company name ABC Roofing, and we have made this as an H1. Remember that. Okay, so the reason we have the company name as well, because we wanna let Google correlate this particular keyword with our with our company name or location, or sorry, our business name. Okay, this actually helps us a lot because again we get the opportunity to put our main entity in the H1. Okay, and one more thing, when you have the keyword before the company name, it's much better than having that after your company name. Okay, so we have that, then we have some sort of brief introduction about the company, about its service, and some sort of highlight about its commitment and all those stuff. Okay, then we have this thing. Okay, just a sec. In the first 50 to 100 words, that's where we are having some sort of introduction. We make sure that we are having our primary keyword into that. This is actually helping a lot these days, so you got to make sure that you are having your primary keyword in the first 100 words. Okay, then once that's done, we are having why choose whatever company for the service in the location. Okay, for instance, why choose ABC Roofing for roofing in Tulsa. Okay, and this is an H2, so we have the keyword in here as well. Then we have some sort of unique selling propositions and experience specific to the service in the in the location. Mainly we want to inject our USPs and those sort of stuff, because again we are not just writing to rank, but we are also writing to persuade, right? So we will be having our USPs and all stuff here. Usually we have anywhere between 3 to 6 USP, for instance, locally business owned company and that sort of stuff. Then we have 30 to 40 word description about that particular USP, and again we make the USP as an H3 usually, and in some cases H4 as well. Okay, once that's done, we have services we offer section, and we have made that as an H2 again. Then we you'll be discussing about the range of service, and also include all the services you're providing. Okay, let me tell you what's the main stuff here. Again, we try including our primary or secondary keywords in the 40, 50 or whatever is the amount of paragraphs we are word count we are having in here. So this is some sort of introduction paragraph to our services. Okay, then we have the service 1, service 2, service 3. So make sure you are having the services and header 2, because I've seen much better results with that, rather than having them as an H3. Okay, and also what we do is we link to the respective service pages with the heading. Okay, this is a golden nugget here, because Google crawls the page that you put into the website section of GMB. Okay, so if you are having the service and keyword in the H2 and you have linked to that separate service page, it's gonna help you a lot in ranking in map pack for that particular service. And I do mean this. Okay, this works really good. So make sure you are
having this done. Okay, then we have service 2, service 3. Let's assume you have X number of services, so just copy this stuff. Also, we are having brief about the service. Okay, so let's say you're a let's say you're a dentist and you are having oral surgeon as a service, right? So some sort of 50 to 100 words of description about that particular service. Okay, then we have the FAQ section. What we do here is we try to inject the keyword into this header too as well. So if you're a plumbing company, plumber Tulsa, Oklahoma FAQs and those sort of stuff, you can change it a bit as well. FAQs related to roofing company Tulsa, Oklahoma, or you can obviously tweak it a bit according to what you think it's gonna work the best for you. Okay, then we address all the common questions related to the service in particular city. Okay, so for instance, people might be searching, what's the cost of what's the average cost to repair a roof in Tulsa. Okay, those sort of stuff. And here's another great stuff. We have the questions as an h3 and then answers as a p tag or paragraph tag. Okay, when we have the questions as an h3, we get the opportunity to have our entities and secondary keywords into the headings or the headers. Okay, then we have map embeds, again, to create some sort of relevancy between our GMB and the website. And then we have contact information, call to action, and all this stuff is to obviously force any user or visitor to take some sort of action, right? Because we eventually want lead. We don't really want tons of traffic and no conversion. Rather, we want some traffic and some great conversions. Okay, and just a thing, when I'm telling you all this, I'm not really talking a lot about CRO or conversion rate optimization, so make sure you are having that stuff done really good. Also, we'll be bringing a great video on CRO for any local business website, so in case you are interested in that, just comment down below. Okay, then here's a secret stuff that we are having. Okay, so then we are having some of the areas we serve. Again, this is an h2. Sorry, I forgot to put that in. This is an h2. And then we'll be listing all the nearby towns, neighborhoods and suburbs in it. Okay, for instance, here's an image. Okay, then we'll be linking to their respective page if we have them on our website. Okay, for instance, if we may have any service in that particular town page, right? So we'll be linking to that. In case we don't, we'll just leave that as is. Okay, then highways in that area, airports in that area, bus stations in that area, train stations and all those stuff. So the thing it does is it will help you get all the geo related entities on your page. Okay, if you check these stuff, we have got all the service or industry specific entities in there. Now using this thing, we have got all the location or geo entities in there. It's super helpful. Okay, and this is something that nobody is telling you. So this is really good thing, and I would suggest everyone to use this on their homepage. On your if you have, let's say, 10 location page, you may just get rid of this part. Okay, but mainly for the home page or whatever URL that you have added in the GMB section, I would definitely suggest to have this, because it's gonna help you a lot in ranking the GMB in those sort of areas. Okay, because SEO is not just about doing one thing and getting a great result, right? It's about doing 10 things that's gonna eventually help you get great results, right? So this is what we are doing, and this is what's working really well for all of our clients. This was all about this particular video. Let me know if you have any suggestions for any future videos, and if you have any sort of recommendation of any topics that you want me to cover. So yeah, this was all about the video. I'll see you on the next one. Till then, bye bye.
Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video we'll be kind of going over the exact citation process that I have. This is not gonna be a general video where I'm gonna show you a list of citations and that you could use to build on. Rather, I'm gonna show you where exactly I procure my citations from, because I don't really want to do that myself. It's tedious task, plus not exactly provides you the ROI that you will want directly, right? So it's pretty better to just dedicate that task. So in this video, I'll be kind of going over the sellers that I use plus the platforms that I use for citations. It's pretty simple. So first of all, it's Yext. Yext is kind of a platform that aggregates a lot of different directories. For instance, if you actually see this site has got tons of platforms, including Yelp, MapQuest, Bing, Facebook, Google, then even insider pages, credibility, whatnot. The top tier citations or the top tier directories and platforms that you would want to have your business listed on, Yext has got them. This is how a usual Yext listing looks like. Kind of providing you link and stuff like that. Here we are having somewhere around 60-70 citations on Yext. Now, second, I buy it from Legit. It's pretty cheap, honestly. That costs $20-$25 to get, like 50-100 citations. It's pretty easy. And these are mostly unstructured citations. But yeah, combining Yext plus citation from Legit, Fiverr, if you have got a good vendor or good seller, you could just kind of have a mix and it would perform pretty damn well. Just make sure once you get all the citations from Yext and then also from Legit, put that on some premium indexing tool. And if you're confused about indexing tool, just go on Google and search for premium indexing tool for URLs. And here you have got tons of tools. Index Me Now is something that I use. Then there's another one called Indexed Pro and stuff like that. But yeah, Index Me Now has got pretty good success rate, so you can for sure use that one. And then there's Index Jump, and then there are tons other. But yeah, throw all of these citations into an indexer and just monitor how many citations you were able to get and how many are actually indexed. Make sure that you're having 60-70% indexing rate. If your citations ain't getting indexed, there's actually not gonna be as results or as much as fruits that you would want to have for your local listing campaign. And these are kind of the basic links or the basic foundational links you would want. I'm having another video on my channel that kind of goes over to all the foundational links we build for any client that we onboard. And yeah, feel free to check that one out as well. And this was supposed to be a very short one. Feel free to check out our local SEO course. So that link is in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great damn day. Does press release work for local SEO? In this video, we're going to talk about exactly that. But just a bit now that if in case you're interested in local SEO and learning more about that, my course just launched yesterday, I assume, when you're actually watching this video, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. Feel free to check that out. Now let's get into the main video. Now, summary or in a nutshell, PR does work, though just one stack or just doing one press release usually does nothing. I tested 3 stacks distributed over a 60 days period last time and it did move the needle. However, doing it just once does anything? Probably not. I bought it for 5 businesses to see. Bought it from legit.com. Let me show you the exact service I got. It was from legit.com. Just have to go on Legit, search for press release, and I recommend the news guy, I guess his name is. But make sure you cannot really expect anything if you're just doing one, because it doesn't really move the needle. If you're doing it for, let's say, 2 or 3 months continuously, then yeah, it does move the needle a bit because the overall brand presence gets stacked up and helps. So I'm using this guy, right? His name is Randy, 38 Digital Market. I have used Pine Pure as well. He is pretty good as well. I've used these 2 guys. You can just choose any. Now, bought it for 5 businesses to see, and here are the results. This video is gonna be very much a concise one, to be honest. Just a bit of case study and stuff like that. And then analyze the listing after and there was literally no movement or almost no movement. And just remember this, I'm talking about doing 1 stack. If you're doing it for 3 stack, let's say distributed over 60 days, it does move the needle. I have shown that in one of my video already. But if you're just doing 1, no, it doesn't. So here's the results, right? Average, previously it was average ranking was 2.89. After it went 3.43, so it didn't actually decrease because of PR, just because of the timing, honestly. But yeah, it didn't move the needle, didn't actually do anything, because this 0.4 and this sort of movement, it's pretty natural, honestly. Then this business, it was previously it was 14.35, now it's 14.01. so again, almost nothing, right? Because 0.2 movement, it's pretty much natural. So here's the summary. Remember, you have to stack these up. If you're stacking these, let's say if you're doing it for 3 months continuously, then you would be able to see result. But if you are doing it once, and if you're low on budget, and if you're just expecting it to work for you, by just 3 months. Probably that's not gonna be the case, so it's not gonna be the first thing I'm gonna do if I'm on tight on budget. If I'm having enough budget for my local SEO campaign, then yes, it's gonna be something which is gonna be included in our process. We do that for all of our clients, honestly, but I've never seen doing just one and seeing the moments. Never ever, right? So we do tag these 3 times. We do 3 PR campaign, distributed across 45 days. So we do initially, so it's kind of 15 days batch. Yeah, so remember, consistency is the key with this. And yeah, that's it for this one. I'm gonna come up with more testing videos, whether cloud stacking moves the needle, whether Google stacking moves the needle. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I'm trying to be really active on this channel for the next 30 or so days. I just want to see how algorithm promotes the videos and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it for this one. If you've got any other question, feel free to comment below. If you've got any other suggestion for the video, feel free to comment that as well. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day. Hey everyone, in this video we are going to talk about how exactly I do SEO reporting for all my clients, and you're going to see exactly all the tools and everything required. And yeah, just to know that if in case you're not aware, our SEO course on local SEO recently got launched, and yeah, you can just check the content and everything in the description. I'll leave the link to it in the description. So yeah, if you want to check that out, it's at a discounted price right now. It's just $249 right now, so yeah, feel free to check that out. Now, moving to how exactly I do SEO reporting. So I'm using a tool called LeadSnap. You can certainly use Local Dominator, Local Falcon. Then there's GBP Briefcase. There are tons of other tools which you can certainly use, because the pricing might differ, right? LeadSnap ain't the cheapest one, but it's what I use because it has got a lot of CRM, and it has got CRM, call texting, and everything that's needed for me. So this is how I do that. First of all, I don't just share a PDF report. We usually do a Loom reporting. So I'm kind of going through the report, showing to my client, briefing about it and everything. So for instance, this is GBP summary. So I'll be telling that, hey, we were tracking 7 keywords, 0 got decreased, 2 got increased, 5 are steady. This is the average ranking. These are the top 3 spots. Then, last 30 days, these 2 went up, went down. Then current ranking, top 0, in top 1, we are 0%, everything, briefing about this. Then I'll be telling that, hey, these are, and just so you know, this is a dummy client, right, that I'm showcasing you the results for. So I'll be going over that, hey, these are the keywords, these are the ranking, percent in top 3, then keyword graph and everything. Then I'll be kind of going over this heat map stuff, where they can exactly see their Google Business Profile ranking. This is pretty good stuff, because this gives an exact idea what moved, because I'm gonna show them that, hey, this is the previous ranking on the state was like this for this keyword, and now this is how we're ranking. Then I will be going through each of those one by one, each keywords that we are tracking. Now the second stuff we do is GBP call dashboard. I'll come to the performance dashboard of Google Business Profile, click on this. So then I'm gonna show them that, hey, previously we were getting 1 call, now 4 calls, 2 calls, whatever this month is. This is something. Then comes our third step, it's website ranking. Okay, so we are also showcasing them that, hey, this is how we are ranking on these keywords for our website. So for, let's say, this keyword, we are ranking on 8th position right now, but on April 1st or April 2nd we were nowhere. Now we are on 53rd position, but previously we were nowhere. 61st position, but previously nowhere. So this is exactly what I showcase them. So 3 stuff, right? Heat map and LeadSnap reporting, second calls reporting, and there's a plus point if you're also tracking all the calls, which we usually do for paid ads, not SEO, because we cannot really edit the phone number in the GBPs, right? So but if you can track all the calls within GBP, if you're having your own tracking number, that's a fantastic stuff. Show them how many calls they were getting and how many calls they're having right now, instead of just showcasing them that, hey, this is how you were ranking previously, then this is how you're ranking right now. Showcase them in terms of leads, in terms of calls, and every single stuff, right? So this is how you can do SEO reporting. Don't make it way too complex. Just make sure you are reporting them every single month, or maybe twice a month. Showcase them the progress in ranking on keywords, and showcase them progress in number of calls and number of leads that they're getting. Pretty damn simple. Don't make it complex. I know, because a lot of people do make it complex, and they get overwhelmed by it. So yeah, this was all for SEO reporting stuff. Make sure to check the SEO course if you are interested in that. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day. Hey everyone, what's up? Here's the site, and this video we are going to talk about CTR manipulation for local SEO. I've already had a couple of videos on that, but in this one I'm going to show you an example of one of our client that we're testing on, not actually testing on, we actually know how it works and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you did it actually work, and if it did or if it didn't, why and why not. Okay, so I'm giving you a bit of reference here, and this is a part of this is the second video of our 30 days 30 local SEO tips series. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to actually get updates on local SEO and tips on that. So starting with the main stuff, this is a tool we are using, Agency Assistant. There's tons of other tools out there. For instance, if you could just go on Google and search for CTR manipulation tools, there's one as GMB Sniper, I know, right? There are other ones as well. Agency Assistant is coming, CTR manipulation tools for local SEO, right? Let's just search for that. There's Agency Assistant. Then there's SERP clicks as well. That's something I've heard about as well. Then there's SERP Empire. There are a couple of different ones, right? We are using Agency Assistant, and yet there's one more that is CTR Booster. Then there's one as Awesome Traffic Bot. I've used Awesome Traffic Bot. I've used CTR Booster. CTR Booster isn't something I would suggest if you're not a techie. Second, Awesome Traffic Bot, it's pretty good too. So you can certainly use that one. Now, what exactly did we do? We set up Agency Assistant. Agency Assistant is pretty expensive. It costs $350 for 5 GBPs, and you cannot actually get it if you want to just do one Google Maps location. So if you are low on budget, go for Awesome Traffic Bot, right? So let's see the results. 1886 keywords up, 4 keywords down, 2.5 replacement, 3786 in top 3. Now, this is not the real reporting. Agency Assistant's reporting ain't very accurate, but we did see some impact. Let me show you what exactly I mean when I say impact. This is the business, right? If you actually see, rankings were 4.46 average ranking on 28th. That's today, right? Let's go to 24th because we actually started this campaign on 25th. On 24th, the average ranking was 5.91, right? From 5.91, it's 4.46 within 3-4 days. So it's pretty good improvement, honestly. Now, here's the thing. With CDR, it happens that when you actually turn on CDR, and if you are doing this, it's gonna go up. The moment you turn it off, you're gonna go down, right? That's a thing that happens. So we're gonna see whether it sticks or not. And even if we run the CDR for, let's say, next 30 days, we are gonna see whether this CTR ranking sticks or whether it's improving or going down. I'm gonna let you know about this in the next video, where we do a follow-up video on this. I guess it's 28 today. We're gonna do a follow-up video on 5th or 6th. And I'll let you know whether it's sticking or not. Now, here's the thing with CTR. You don't just push, money keywords into that. It is not how it works. With CTR, you have to be very smart. Make sure 70% of the traffic you're sending out is to branded keywords, right? Your brand term. If you're XYZ Plumbing, send to XYZ Plumbing, 123 Street, whatever location is, XYZ Plumbing, phone number, XYZ Plumbing, different variation of address, XYZ Plumbing in this area. XYZ Plumbing, repair, you're getting it right. It has to be 70%. It has to be branded traffic. Branded traffic is the key. Don't play with it. Don't kind of, push a lot of money keywords thinking that it's going to improve my rankings for those. It's not going to happen. It might actually kill your rankings, right? So in a nutshell, do CTR only when you're done with other stuff. It's cherry on the top. It's not the first thing you're going to do, right? Second thing, make sure you're throwing, branded traffic and not those money keywords into that. Third, you can use any tools, Agency Assistant, CTR Booster, Awesome Traffic Bot, SERP Empire, tools of your choice. That was it for this one. And again, reminding you, tons of more videos coming every single day for the next 30 days, real local SEO tips, and what's working for me, what's not working for me. I'm going to let you exact stuff. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments if you have tried any CTR manipulation tool, or also if you have any video suggestions for me. Yeah, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Till then, bye bye. Hello everyone, here's the site again, and in this video we are going to talk about something which is very important in local SEO, and that is reviews. Reviews is something which you cannot really overlook because that's one of the biggest SEO ranking factor when it comes to Google Business Profile. So in this video, we'll be seeing how exactly we do reputation management for our clients, and you can just replicate that, and that's gonna help you a lot in getting more reviews and eventually get really good rankings in Google Business Profile or Google Maps. So let's get started without any further ado. We use two tools here. First of all, go high level. This tool kind of helps us to build a funnel, and I'm gonna show you exactly how it works. And second tool we use is Lead Snap. This is a tool we are using to kind of message or do the SMS campaign and stuff like that. I'm gonna explain every single stuff. So here's how it works. First of all, we are having go high level, right? GHL. Then we are having Lead Snap. In go high level, we are having a web page or a funnel, which is eventually called review gating in a bit of marketing term. What exactly that does is we are having a page where we are asking customers how did they like our service. Then we are giving them 5 options: 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and then 5 star. Anyone who selects 1 star, 2 star, 3 star is being redirected to a form where they can fill the feedback and stuff like that, so that we can improve our service. But anyone who fills or who submits 4 star or 5 star, they are being redirected to Google Business Profile link, where they can actually leave a real great review. And this is how it works. The goal here is to not get these reviews, but only get the positive ones on our Google Business Profile. That helps us rank better. Now, how are we achieving that? First of all, we are having something called as Go High Level. It's a CRM. You can use that too. It's pretty simple. What we are really having here is it's a funnel. Let me show you what exactly I mean. So if you actually see this, let me show you this. If you see this, right, we are having how did we do, right? Then 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. If anyone clicks on 2 star, let's say, they're being directed to this form. Please provide us with feedback and we'll do our best to improve. Full name, email, feedback. But if anyone submits 5 star, they're being redirected to a Google Business Profile page where they can leave a review. Now, if you want me to create a video for Go High Level, let me know and I'll create exactly how we created this form, the survey and stuff like that. But honestly, you can just do this with any page builder. It's pretty damn easy, no matter you're doing this on Go High Level or any other CRM or even just using a WordPress page. It's pretty simple. But if you want me to create a tutorial on this, just comment below something and I'll do that. But what exactly we are doing this is we have to actually send traffic or send people to this page, right? For that, we are using a review campaign, right? And for that, we are using Lead Snap. You can use anything, but we are using this because it's pretty easy to get phone number on Lead Snap. Plus, it's a UI is good, the support is good, and stuff like that. But you can really use any phone system for this. Now, what exact stuff we are doing with this? Now, this is the exact text we are sending to our customer list, right? Hello, Mike, or hello, whatever that name is. This is Yash from XYZ company. It was a pleasure working with you. If you have a moment, I would love it if you could share your experience with us. Here's the link to leave a review, and that link would be of the funnel that we just created. Thanks so much for your support. Now, if you actually see the flow, what exact stuff we are doing is we are utilizing a web page here, right? Let's say this is our customer list. We are sending SMS to these customers, and we are sending these customers to this web page where they can leave a review. If they are leaving us 5 or 4 star review, they are being redirected to Google Business Profile page. But if not, they're being redirected to a feedback form. This is how it works. It's pretty easy, honestly. It's not something which is really overwhelming or something. You just have to set it up. You can use any tool, Go High Level, Lead Snap, WordPress, or whatever you want. Let me know if you need a tutorial on how exactly you have to create these funnels on Go High Level or let's say a WordPress as well. And yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Use this. I've seen it working really well, and let me know how it works. Bye bye. Hey everyone, I know you have lost certain reviews on your Google Business Profile and now looking for solutions on getting them back. This is happening. It's not just you, but a lot of businesses have actually lost their reviews, and it's not their fault. In this video, I'm gonna exactly showcase you how you can get them back, and I want to give the credit of this video to Hyler Mew. He actually posted up something, and yep, it's working really well. So why not share this video, all of you, right? It's pretty easy. I'll leave a link to a form in the description. This is the form, right? So when you actually go onto this one. It will showcase you what businesses do you need help with, so you have to select that business. I leave a link to this in the description again. Then tell us what we can help you. Here you have to put reviews missing or something along that line. Then it will come that choose the best description of this issue. So review missing in this option, right? Next step. Then it will showcase that here are some reviews if you want to have a look at that. No, we don't, because we know that it's not helpful at all, right? That's the stuff. Then you have what is your name. Put your name here, email address. In if best case scenario should be, you should use the email that's the admin email and not the manager email, right? So if you're submitting this request, make sure you are actually submitting this with your admin email. That's more credible, right? So that's the stuff. Then you have your phone number over here. Then what is the relationship to the business? Then I would say I own this business. In most of the cases, that's gonna help you the best. Then business name, business address, it's pretty easy. Then what is your business profile ID? Pretty easy using these steps. Just click on this, and what exactly this is, let me tell you. You just have to go to your business profile. For instance, let's say this. Then you have to click on here, 3 dots, then click on business profile settings, then advanced settings, then here's their business profile ID. Pretty damn easy, right? Then put that, has the profile recently been suspended or disabled? No. In our case, does the profile belong to elementary, secondary, or high school? No. How many reviews are missing from the profile? Choose accordingly, whatever your case is. Are new reviews being published on the profile? Yes, no, whatever that case is. What's the time frame which your reviews have gone missing? Did this disappear all within the last week or so? Stuff like that. Add all this stuff, right? A reviewer name if applicable. See, if you're having reviewer name, it's great. It's gonna help you a lot. But if not, just leave this. Not an issue. Then describe here. What you have to add is, hey Google, hey team, whatever that is. We lost X amount of reviews lately. All of those reviews were legit. We can prove that. We have all the data in our CRM. Those were our customers who actually gave us a review because of our fantastic services, or let's say because of fantastic HVAC service or whatever that case is, right? And we are not sure what's happening, but this is a real loss to our local business, and we are a small business and it's a real loss to us, stuff like that. You would probably get an automated email or an email telling you what a good review is and stuff like that. Now you have to exactly reply back that, hey, we are a small business and it is affecting us a lot. Being a small business owner, it's already not easy to get customers, or it's not easy to fight with big players. Are all legit reviews are disappeared now and stuff like that. So kind of be a bit emotional, right? And try to reply back. You have to kind of be a bit aggressive with that. You cannot reply them after a week or so and be like, hey, yeah, these guys would help us. Nope, Google is not there for you. They are getting thousands of requests every single day, so you have to be a bit aggressive. Try to email them, even if you, let's say, if you are not getting prompt replies, try to email them again. Don't leave that. Okay, so once you actually do all of these stuff, you should be able to get your reviews back. It's not that hard, to be honest. Let me know if I've got any other question. And yeah, that was all for today's one, guys. I hope you like this. If you've got any other question, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day. Did you know that businesses who actually post on Google Business Profile actively, they can get up to 70% more interactions on their Google Business Profile? I'm pretty sure you did. But now, coming to the main point, imagine what could be the impact on your business if you could see 70% more people actually calling you, actually checking out your profile. How many more calls you can get, how many more customers you can get. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about that stuff. I'm going to talk how to do Google Business Profile in the correct manner, why the stuff that you're doing right now is wrong, and how you can change that, how you can go from doing it all wrong to doing it right. So now let's get into our screen, see how we can do the stuff in the right manner. First of all, you have to understand who are actually looking at your Google Business Profile post. When potential customers browse your Google Business Profile, they are not just window shopping, they are actively seeking reasons to choose you. These posts are kind of your ad space, and it's your chance to kind of catch that attention. This is kind of a free ad space that's being given to you from Google. Now all the people who are actually checking your Google Business Profile, they're actually already interested in your service or in your product. Now you just have to kind of convince them from being a stranger, from being a window shopper, to actual client. That's the bridge that you have to do. The bridge that you have to kind of fill is Google Business Profile post. Now we'll see what's the do's and don'ts of Google Business Profile posting, what you have to avoid, how you can actually implement the stuff, and all the stuff. Now let's start with what to avoid. First thing, I've seen a lot of companies posting boring blog content, right? They are kind of just adding all the blog content on their Google Business Profile. This is actually a no-no. You don't have to do this. You have to
post a very short and concise thing on your Google business profile? Do you post on Instagram? Do you post a blog post on your Instagram? I'm pretty sure you don't, right? Then why are you posting like that on Google business profile? Treat that like an actual social media platform, but the strategies would be obviously different, because on social media, the people who are actually checking out your post, in most of the cases they're already your followers, right? But in this case, these are the prospects. They are trying to convince themselves in their brain that, hey, do I need to buy from this guy? Is he or she really good at what he does and stuff like that? Now you have to kind of convey that message to your Google business profile. Let's see if you actually check this stuff. This is an AI image, I can tell that for sure. But other than that, if you see the stuff that they're posting, 5 reasons why your AC is freezing at night, are people actually looking that on a Google business profile? In most of the cases, not really. Now the second stuff that you have to avoid, I see a lot of guys actually putting random URLs to Google business profile posts. They add random maps URL as the thing that it will boost their rankings and blah blah blah. No, it doesn't. That's a total nonsense stuff. That's a total BS stuff, and I would want you to avoid that. Yes, you can add your name, address, phone number, but in a lot of cases your post would again get kind of rejected by Google, because Google thinks that you're trying to manipulate the search rankings. But yeah, that's the stuff. You don't have to add random URLs. That adds no value. Now third thing, generic stock photos that screams that, hey, I'm not authentic. I've told this a lot of time. For instance, this, let's ignore this, but if you see this, this is a stock photo. Anyone who's actually checking the profile could say that. I would want you to make sure you are not adding a single stock photo to your Google business profile. If you're doing that, make sure you are kind of overlaying the text and all the stuff, so that it looks a bit more original. It looks that, hey, this is actually something that they are trying to add to this particular image. It's not at all, it's not all stock photo, right? You could add a bit of text, that a logo of your company and all those stuff. Make sure you do that. Now what to actually do, what are some of the tips from my side? First, make sure that the posts that you're putting, they are not blog posts, they're not a social media post. The posts that you're actually adding up here, they need to be very compelling, and they need to be a platform specific content, because here people are different. They are not someone who is kind of not really interested but just following you on Instagram or Facebook, right? Here people are actually actively looking to buy, so you need to make sure that you're writing it that way. I hope that makes sense. Second, make sure you are not putting stock photos, you are adding high quality original visuals. Something, maybe let's say you're an HVAC guy, right, and your technician, they went to the home and installed an AC or repaired AC, right? So I would want them to take a picture of before and after, or maybe a selfie with the happy client and stuff like that. Something that actually screams that, hey, I am authentic. Does that make sense? So other than that, let's talk about crafting some killer GBP posts. And see, first of all, you need to know that basically there are 3 types of Google business profile posts: update, offer post, and then events post. Update, it's pretty regular, it's pretty obvious thing that if you have any sort of update that you would want your customers to know, you could add that here. Offer, any sort of offer to attract customers. This is one of the most powerful one. Yeah, I gotta tell you about this, right? Then event, maybe if you're hosting an event or something like that, so you can add that here. Now offer post is what we do a lot, because this is sneaky stuff. This actually impacts ranking a bit. We have done some tests in our agency and this actually did. But again, you don't have to overstuff the keywords and stuff like that. What I would want you to do is put a really good image or video. Now you would say that, hey Yash, how can I create video? It's pretty easy. Just get a lot of images. Maybe you could use tools like Canva. There are tons of other tools as well, but Canva is the easiest one, right? So you could use those tools to create a video for your business, right? And you could post that offer video here. It's pretty useful. I've seen that working really well. Then you have to put offer title. How I like to structure that is, for instance, if you're offering free consultation and you're a blogger, maybe, okay, or maybe you're offering a few free tune-up this season and you're an HVAC guy, so you can put that HVAC, free HVAC tune-up in XYZ city, stuff like that, where you are not just adding your offer but also adding a location to kind of help that in your Google Business Profile ranking. Then you have start date and end date here, and you could also add more details here. I would want you to make sure that you are adding more details over here. You could add a lot of description, a lot of content, not a lot, but something that kind of persuades users. And you could also kind of add some keywords over here. Yes, you surely can, right? The link to redeem offer, usually it's gonna be your home page. If you have got any terms and conditions, you could add those stuff as well. Does that make sense? Now, as I said, having video, that's something which would be very fruitful, that would be very useful, because videos get a lot bit more attention than images. But again, how can you create videos? Just go on canva.com, create a short, maybe 30-60 second videos. That's a bit more engaging stuff, and maybe showcase your USP in that. That's something which is gonna be really well for you. I'm pretty sure that would work really, really well. Now, if I could sum it up, make sure you're posting regularly, at least once a week at the very least. Then use real high quality images or videos. You could create that using canva.com. Then maybe keep text concise and impactful. Then align content with the customer, because here they're not people from social media. Here people are actually looking to buy from you. They already know a bit about you, but they're looking to persuade themselves actually. That's the thing. That's all. Again, just this last thing, your GBP is not just a listing, it's kind of conversion platform, it's a conversion machine. Use that wisely. Kind of pair up these tools that Google is actually giving to you, and once you actually do the reviews really well, backlinks part really well, GBP Posts very well, and then the other small dots, and when you connect these dots, you will see that hey, your business is kind of ranking really well. You're gonna get a lot more calls, a lot more clients than previously. Yeah, that was all for today's video, guys. I hope you like this. If you have got any questions, feel free to comment below. And if you want to book a free consultation call with me, use the link given in the description and pinned comment. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye, have a great day. Hey guys, what's up? Here's the site from rankingclinics.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about a link building method that's working really well in local SEO right now. This is the kind of results you could expect after actually working on this link building method, if you actually apply this and implement this in a good manner. So if you see, we went from 134 to 57.6, which is a really good improvement considering the niche, which is personal injury niche, which is one of the most competitive niche, and especially in US and in a city with over 1 million population, which is crazy competitive. Yeah, so this is the sort of results you could expect if you implement this correctly. Now, talking about that method, this is PBN links. Basically, PBN is a private block network. It's a network of websites created solely to link out to another website and improve its search engine visibility. The idea is the feeder sites will pass link equity back to the main site, which will boost its authority and eventually ranking. This is not all good, okay? This is not the best link building method ever developed, because if you see the Google stance, it specifically says that any link intended to manipulate page rank or site's ranking in Google search results may be considered part of a link scheme and a violation of Google search webmaster guidelines. So is it a white hat method? If you don't know what white hat is basically all the methods that SEOs follow, which is exactly what Google says. Am I a white hat? Nope, not really. I do what works, but again, which is something which works in a long term, not something that would give me a fruit for 30 days and then will kind of mess up my profile. It's not like that. But yeah, PBN or private block network it isn't something that is considered white hat or is considered truly safe. I'll tell you about that a bit later on as well. It's a bit of gray hat method, but if you actually consider buying links, that's also a gray hat method, because what you're trying to do that is you're trying to kind of improve your search engine rankings, which is again, it's against Google's guidelines. So anyways, we'll keep that stuff later on. It's on you whether you want to actually use this method or not. I'm not actually kind of saying you should use this. I'm just kind of giving you an information about this method. It's totally on you. And yeah, if in case you feel any sort of penalty or stuff like that, because again, it's really you got to make sure that you're actually following this method really in a manner which is considered right, because again, if you do it wrong, your website may get penalized. So it's a bit of risky method, but there's a way of doing it in a better manner or in a safer manner, I would say.
So yeah, this is about what Google has to say about this method and how do you actually work on this method. So it's totally on you. You can create a lot of own blog network if you want. It's not what I prefer to do, neither I would do if I would be in your shoes. It's totally dependent on where you currently stand. If you're a business owner, I wouldn't do this ever. If you are an SEO watching this video and looking to maybe sell links, this might be an option, but again, make sure you are actually buying the hosting, which is not traceable and stuff like that. We won't get into the jargons and stuff because I want to really keep this one very short and concise. And this is not a promotional video, to be honest. None of the services that I'm gonna mention in this video, none of them have actually paid me. I would love to collaborate with them, but unfortunately they haven't paid me yet. And neither they are gonna pay me. Okay, this is a totally genuine video that I'm making because I'm using these guys. Okay, so yeah, there are mainly 2-3 ways you could buy these PBN links. Either just go on Google, search for buy PBN links. This is not really the best way to do this. So what I'll suggest is there's a platform that I use. It's legit.com, legit.com, and there's a guy named Saket Wahi. Okay, Saket Wahi. This is the guy that I use, and yeah, just the thing, there are tons of guys over here, but this is the guy that I'm using since last couple of years, and it's working really well for me. Okay, this is the guy. The cost is pretty okay. For 10 PBN links you pay like $110. Other than that, you could also kind of check Rankjacker or Sir Links a lot. I have heard a bit about them, or you could purchase it from us. It's ranking10x.com. I'll leave a link to it in the description as well. So we are a bit expensive than the others. This is the package that you're seeing, 25x citations and stuff like that. But no, you just have to put in the note after buying PBN links, and yeah, we'll give you 10 PBN links for $167 because it's kind of the December sale that's running. So it's gonna charge you $16.7 on links, which is again not really much, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not saying that you should purchase from me. You can purchase from this guy, or maybe if you want to check it, if you want to test it, which I won't really suggest, but yeah, you could do this as well. And yeah, that was all for today's video. The sole reason why I'm shooting this video is to kind of tell you about these link building methods, which not really a lot of people are actually talking about. And I get why they're not really talking about this, because it's a bit riskier method. But again, if you purchase it from someone you know, I have been using this since last couple of years, to be honest, and not once I've seen any of my sites getting penalized for using it until and unless I'm doing it the right way. So that was all, guys, for today's video. I hope you like this. If you have got any question, feel free to let me know in the comment section. These videos are supposed to be a bit of direct raw video where I actually share my tips that I use kind of in my day-to-day SEO life. And yeah, let me know how it was. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye, have a great day. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video till the very end. Just a quick shout out to gbpranker.com, our GBP audit tool that lets you see what you're lacking and what your competitors are doing that's getting them ranked above you. This was all. If you have got any other question, feel free to comment below and I'll make sure I'm answering that. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye, have a great day.